Everyone. Welcome on this Monday. Happy Monday to all. I hope you have or are having a beginning of the week that is okay for you, right? That you're starting the week on a positive note. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all. I'm just getting set up here. Oops, I have the sound on. There we go. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you situate yourself in the world. Welcome to this live tarot session. Yes, I'm coming on a little early, noon, because my schedule doesn't permit me to do reading this evening. And I'll probably come on this week. I'll probably come on at noon, maybe tomorrow or Wednesday, just testing the waters midday to see if it helps anybody or anybody's available, or if anybody wasn't able to connect with us yesterday on the Sunday live. There were a lot of people. I did a lot of readings, but I wasn't able to read for everyone. So if anybody wasn't able to get a reading yesterday, maybe you can connect today, even at your work. You know, just put your question in and keep on working. I don't want to disturb you if you're, busy at work, but it's just an opportunity for all the people that weren't able to connect yesterday, or maybe it's easier during the week. Anyway, all right, I'm going to stop babbling. Hello. Oh, hello, Alta. How are you? So for anybody watching, let me just read the comments. Okay. Oh wow. I don't remember what the reading was about, but all right. Wow. It happened this morning. Wow. Okay. Well, there we go. I'm happy. I don't remember what the readings was because, most of the time I do the readings, the messages go through, and then I don't remember anything. And but sometimes when I read again for the same person, the energies sort of come back, and I sort of remember where we left it. So that's interesting, very interesting, Alta. Well, I hope everything works out for you. And you're so welcome. You're so welcome. All right, so I know this is a Monday, 12 noon, a little early for people, but I just wanted to come on and see if there's anybody that wasn't able to get a reading yesterday, or maybe someone new. So here's how it works if anybody's watching. We're going to wait a few minutes to see if anybody comes in. Here's how it works. To get a tarot reading, if you're interested in tarot reading, so yes, these are live tarot readings. To get a tarot reading from me when I do lives, you can join membership, right? So membership, being paying membership. There's several tiers. There's $5, $10, $20 tier. Whatever tier you choose, all the tiers give you access to a tarot reading. That's the perk you get for becoming a member of this channel. So if that's something you're interested in, you've been wanting a tarot reading, you can join in the chat. Click the join membership button that's on the top of the chat, or click the join button that's below next to the Card Minds logo. Pick the tier you want, and automatically that gives you access to tarot readings during lives whenever I come on live. That's how it works for anyone that's interesting. Hello, Aga. Hello. How are you? Thank you so much for popping in, and thank you so much for coming back yesterday. Beautiful to see you. I'm just going to wait a few minutes to see if anyone pops in. And I know it's a random Monday and it's noon and most people are at work, and but I do want to test different hours, and I do want to open up these readings to other people all over the world with the time differences and all that. Everyone, everyone's in a different zone. So for anyone that's interested, welcome, welcome. So our Alta, you let me know if you want a reading. Aga, you let me know if you want a reading. Since it's not too many people, you can put your question in the chat if you guys want a reading. Oh, today you can listen. Okay. So here's how it works, guys. If you're watching outside of the chat and you do want a reading and you're not a member yet, click the join member on the top of the chat. That'll take you to whatever tier you want. Once you're a member, you can get a tarot reading right away. It's not too many people, so this is why I come on also at different hours of the week. So there's less people, and I can read for other people, right? I'm trying to open it up here, guys. So Alta, put your question. Aga, I have your question, and then I'll start reading, and then if other people come along the way, then they can put their question as well. See, it's less chaotic like this. All right, so I'm going to start with Aga, and then I'll do Alta. All right, Aga, I'm gonna do you, and then Alta. I don't remember what I said for you, Alta, but you'll have to fill me in. All right, so Aga, Scorpio General, Libra General. Okay. Scorpio General, Libra General. Okay, let's see what energies we have, guys. Let's see what we got. Now, so I'm just going to reiterate, now that we have a few more people in the watching, this is a live tarot session. If you want to get a tarot reading, you can get a tarot reading today, right now. Click the join button on the top of the chat. Put yourself in the chat. Click the join button on the top of the chat, or click the join button next to the Card Minds logo. And by joining membership, the perk you get for being a member of this channel is to get tarot readings during lives. So whenever I pop in, you can get a tarot reading. And then you can put your question all in caps with your zodiac sign, and I will read for you, right? So, and because it's a slow Monday, so how is your week so far, guys? Aga, how are you doing? How's your father-in-law doing? All right. Sending positive energies out to everyone. Still waiting. Okay. All right, Aga, here we go. Scorpio. Beautiful to have you back, Aga. Beautiful energy always. And Alta as well. Slow expecting. Okay. Your husband is appealing. Okay, good. Good. All right, now this is for you, Aga. Scorpio General. Yeah. All right, here we go. Here we go. I got Scorpio General. What energies do we have coming in for Aga? What are the energies, or what are the messages we need to know for Aga, Scorpio? What do we need to know? What are the energies coming in? No? Okay, hold on. Aga, Scorpio. What are the energies? What are the energies? What are the messages we need to know for Aga, Scorpio? What are the energies? Aga, Scorpio. What are the energies? What do we need to know? Five of Wands. Five of Cups. Aga. Scorpio. What do we need to know? What do we need to know for Aga? Scorpio. What are the messages here for Aga? Scorpio. General reading. General messages. What do we have here? Aga, Scorpio. What do we need to know? What are the messages? What are the energies here? What do we have for Aga, Scorpio? There you are, Aga. Huh. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands, fire energy, creating, building. You can also have an Aries, Leo, Sag around you. Aries, father figure, dominant energy here. This can be a boss. This can be a father figure. This can be a leader, a decision maker around you. Very powerful energies here, Aga. Now, it feels like, okay, so we have a bunch of cards that popped out. All right, so we have the Five of Wands. So it feels like there's competition there. Five of Wands. I'm going to pull all these cards out and then we will start. There's, ooh, beautiful. Okay, so either you're in a competitive environment or there's disagreement in something, you're disappointed in something with this Five of Wands. If this is in the job, this is a lot of competition, a lot of people, a lot of options. These are energies of, it doesn't have to be disagreement, but it's certainly a lot of competition, right? Too many people, too many options involved. And for you, you have to stand out and assert yourself, stand out in a certain way, to build, to be part of this. There's the Five of Cups telling me that you're disappointed in something. So are you disappointed in this energy of this Emperor, father figure, right? Page of Wands to Knight of Wands to King of Wands to Emperor. It's almost like there's a person around you, can be Aries, Leo, Sag, right? Heavy fire energy. It feels like this person sort of needs to dominate everything. This person is dominating the whole energy here. You have to stand out. Time for you to stand out. Time for you to stand out with this disagreement or within this competition. Can be job, doesn't have to be. We'll pull on another card here, but there's a very, very dominant energy here of a father figure or someone very very powerful around you, not flexible, someone that's in charge. Okay, so if this is not someone around you that's very powerful, that's basically in charge, then it can be you amping up your game. But we do have the Death card, which tells me that you are letting go something, letting go control, letting go something that has been blocking you, that hasn't served you, that really has been, putting you in the circle of competition or putting you in the circle of disagreement. Maybe you're now taking charge, right? If that's not someone around you that's very imposing and controlling, This can be you taking control, needing to set boundaries, needing to set healthy boundaries, finding a certain authority in your business, certain financial structure in your business, in your job, or finding that stable income, amping up from something where it was like the beginning, baby steps in something, and then powering up from the page to the knight to the king to the emperor, where you are now having your foundation in control, the boss, you're the boss, or your stable income, you have taken charge, and you're finding you have a certain structure and discipline in your life, job, whatever it is. And I feel like either you're letting go someone that's very imposing, or you're letting go control of something. With this death card, it is telling me that it's the end of a phase. So it's either the end of the phase of someone that has been very controlling, where you're disappointed, right? Of all of these energies, this competitive energy or these disagreements, or you are finally letting go. Whatever it is, you're opening space for renewal. And whether you're letting go of control or you're letting go of someone that is very controlling, you are now setting space for new. Something is coming up, something is being addressed. You're going to have this conversation with this person, or you're going to have to address certain things, or certain things are coming to light for you. Whatever hasn't been addressed first with this high priestess. High priestess is addressing things that have been beneath the surface for a while, right? But also that you know more than you realize, right? You're a Scorpio, so clearly you know things that other people might not be aware of. And if you feel things, if you have an instinct from your boss or someone very controlling or father figure, right? Very dominant here, very, very dominant. If something feels off, if this is a toxic person or an environment or someone you can't really trust, or you're probably right. You're probably right. Even if you can't complain, even if you can't explain everything, whatever's been going on, you are perfectly aware. Even if you don't know every detail of it, you know that something is right beneath the surface. So if you're uncertain or stuck, just keep composed, keep that sort of self-assurance without, you don't need external validation for everything, right? You don't need to prove anything right now. It's a good thing to observe. It's a good thing to, because I feel like, yeah, it's a good thing to listen and observe right now, because I feel like it's not a moment to dive into action right away, or to say things that need to be said or whatever. It's a good thing to listen and to observe, because I really feel like there's maybe unspoken rules or things that haven't been said, or things that haven't been spoken about in the job, maybe in a professional environment. And it feels like, maybe there were career opportunities and that you weren't aware of, or maybe there are certain rules that people are sort of, or maybe people are gossiping, or certain things that they don't want to make you be aware of, or that, unspoken rules, unspoken opportunities, unspoken issues, or things like that. So I think it's a good time to listen and observe, and, really take on that strategy of silence, because something new is coming in here. Something new is coming in. You have the Page of Cups. So all of this energy that you're letting go, opening up for this renewal, is stepping in here, or is stepping in. There is a new wind of energy here stepping in with this Page of Cups, with a new opportunity. Or maybe you are very creative, right? It might be a small financial offer. It might be a small offer or a small offer to be part of a project or to be part of developing something or to create something. Page of Cups, here you are, right? Your water sign. Often it is about emotion, creativity. I feel like this is a small offer where you should just follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. There might be money involved. There might be money discussions. There might be money decisions along the way with this offer. But look at this. You have the Sun, the Six of Wands, and the Fool, which tells me that this little offer or this little idea that you have, or, you know, this baby steps, right? Baby steps is making you really, really happy. This little offer here with this Page of Cups is, you know, putting you in an energy of creativity, but also being very curious, like dreaming of something and dreaming of that new job, or dreaming of developing something, or your idea, or dreaming of, yeah, putting your idea out there, or putting your talent out there, or being part of something creative. Doesn't have to be creative, but often it is. And with this Sun card, it really, really is making you happy. The Sun is about confidence, bringing back confidence. Trust your instinct. Trust your instinct, right? It's something that it not only makes you happy, but and you also have the Fool, which is, you know, embracing uncertainty, engaging with life from a place of curiosity, creativity, right? It feels like there's a sort of illumination with this offer, right? Clearing away the confusion, the illusion, or these difficult controlling energies with this boss or this person around you. There's something really that clicks here with this Page of Cups. It feels like things are not going to be hidden anymore. There's a certain truth coming out here where things are not as complicated and invisible or hidden or unspoken or whatever it is, right? It feels like there's something, things are going to become more accessible, and so you can see things clearly. They're going to make sense. And again, it's about reconquering your confidence, or if it's been down a little lately with this really imposing boss or imposing person or controlling, this is now you coming back into your confidence, to use what you know, to be who you are, to assert yourself, right? So trust your judgment, see things clearly. Once you see things clearly, then, you know, or start seeing things or understanding things, it's important to communicate in a clear way, in a positive and constructive way. And thinking, right? Constructive thinking and confidence in your ideas, and maybe a little joy of learning in there, is really, really important. You're gonna, and it's like all of a sudden you're excited again. All of a sudden you get it. All of a sudden this is for you to, you know, this is for you to grab. This is for you to be part of. Either you're leading a team, or you're acknowledged for something, acknowledged for what you do, for your talent, acknowledged for your idea, or, you know, the people see you, and people are going to acknowledge your hard work or acknowledge your idea. And maybe you are attempting something new. Maybe you're going on a new adventure, because we have the Fool here. So the Fool is all about approaching life with curiosity, opening up your heart to new opportunities, risking things. Now, I've calculated risk, obviously, but let's say you have an idea. Let's say you're creative and you have an idea. Or let's say you have had ideas in your job, but people don't really take them in account because there's someone that's very bossy and controlling, right? Well, maybe it's time to, you know, stand outside of a traditional and very structured order with this emperor. Maybe it's that creative spark before a new structure takes hold, your own structure, or being part of a new energy, a new team. So all I can say is trust the process of discovery. If you're out wanting to do new things, get a new job, being part of a new project, create your own project, develop new things, or just having creative ideas, doesn't mean that it's automatically new job, new career path. This is in your mind. This is in your soul. Things you want to do, things you want to develop, things you want to make, who you are. It is really who you are. Going out and discovering. Here we have the Fool, getting out of certain obligations and stepping out of your comfort zone to go out and create or do something new. Definitely, one more card on this Fool, please. One more card on this Fool. What is this new adventure here for Aga? And you do have the Death card, which is you, but it's also accepting to let go certain energies that are not for you. Yeah, there's stress there. What is this Fool, please? You know, letting go things that are blocking you, or letting go things that are not serving you, that are not allowing you to move forward, or not allowing you to express your creativity or your ideas, or people that are not listening to you, or just, you know, doing the job, being in the job, doing what we have to do, being committed, taking responsibility. But then when you want to do a little more, maybe people are like, yeah, no, not really. That's not what we're looking for, or not right now, or whatever. Someone very dominating there that's stressing you out for sure. All right, what is this Fool all about? Trying to get a little more energies on this new adventure here. What is this Fool all about for Aga? Thank you. Yeah, we're getting the Six of Wands again. So you're at the end of a cycle. So if you have a new goal, if you have a new idea, if you're attempting something new or wanting to go discover something new, now it's time, because, you know, you're at the end of a cycle here with a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, weighing a lot on your shoulders, right? A lot of pressure going on. But I really think that there's something liberating for you with this Fool. There's a certain sense of freedom that you're going to have leading the way, or being acknowledged, or developing your own thing. It's a new adventure. Whatever it is, it's outside of the current comfort zone, and definitely taking on something completely new. It's like a new challenge, new adventure. Very interesting, Aga. Very interesting. So I hope it makes sense to you. And thank you again for coming back. It is just so wonderful to have you always, Aga. All right, that's what I have for you today on this Monday. Wishing an amazing Monday to everybody. Sounds like your boss. All right, well, there we go. You're welcome. You're welcome. And then I have Alta. Oh, hi, Gemma Lee. How are you? Hi, Gemma Lee. Is my pending court case energetically delaying my job from coming to me? Oh, interesting question. All right, let me put you down. I'll probably not stay too long on this live today, but so I have Aga, Alta, and Gemma Lee. Just popping in on a Monday. In the middle of the day, I know, just trying to reach out new people, and also, you know, for all the people that weren't able to get a reading yesterday, I promised to come on Monday. So I just want to make sure everybody can get a reading. Gemma Lee, Aries. Let me just write down your question, Gemma Lee. Okay. Gemini, you'll be after Alta. And then, hi, Linda. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I come on Mondays. It's slower, it's easier access for you guys. So, Linda, Sag. Linda, Sag, General. You're having a stressful time. I'm sorry. Yeah, but it's a very stressful times for everyone right now. General. Okay. All right, I'm going to read for Alta now. Alta, and then Gemma, and then Linda. Okay. And for anyone watching, yes, happy Monday to everyone. This is a live tarot reading where I read tarot. So if you're interested in getting a reading, how can you get a tarot reading? You pop yourself in the chat, and on the top of the chat, there's a link to join membership. If you join membership, the perk you get for being a member of this channel is to get a reading whenever I come on live. So if that's something you're interested in, join us. We would love to have you. It's a beautiful community. It's a positive energy community. So join us if you wish. All right. This case was open in March. Yes, I remember that. I remember you telling me that. So let's see. All right, but I'm reading for Alta right now. So Alta, Libra, and then who? Linda. Yes, it seems like it's eclipse period. It's heavy for some. Yes, yes, it is. It is. It is. All right, Alta. Let's see what we have for Alta. Alta, I hope you have your electricity back now. I hope everything is okay. Swedish, that's okay. I got, I understood it. Now it's okay. All right. Goodness, goodness. 12 hours. Oh, that happened to me last month. Was it last month or in July? Where 3 days without power. The power went out after a storm, and we were just stuck there for 3 days with no power at all, nothing. Everybody was trying to go into their cars to recharge their phones as best they could. That was all that we could do, and we were in the middle of nowhere. That was complicated. So I hear you on that. That is tricky. All right. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm happy to hear that. I'm always grateful for all your feedback, guys. Okay, here we go. Alta. What do we have for Alta, Libra? I don't even remember what I read for you yesterday. Anyway, I wouldn't. Let's just continue. Let's see what energies we have for Alta today. Alta, Libra. What do we have for Alta? Yes, I'm not going to stay too long. I'll, make this short. Just wanted to be able to read for some of you that didn't, I know Linda was trying to get a reading yesterday, so I'm happy you connected, Linda. All right, here we go, Alta. Alta, Libra, General, and I know most of you are at work or connecting at work. Not everybody can connect at work. All right, Alta, what do we have for Alta? Libra, what are the energies for Alta? King of Swords. Two of Cups. Six of Swords. There you are. There you are, Alta. In your power. In your power. Juggling a lot of responsibilities, a lot going on here. But I feel like with this ace of, not ace, what am I talking about? King of Swords. Um, you have this like authority or coming to reason or mastering something, right? You're based on truth and you're clarifying something. The truth is important and you want to have the authority on something that you're figuring out here with this Two of Pentacles. There's like prioritizing, multitasking, adapting to something. We'll pull more cards on this, but it's getting you out of difficulties and you're celebrating with your family. So that is a good thing. So what is it that you're focused on here? That what is it that you're in control or getting the truth on? What is it that you're mastering or coming to reason or having the authority on this? What is this King of Swords, Two of Pentacles about? What is this King of Swords, Two of Pentacles about? What is this King of Swords, Two of Pentacles about for Libra? It's almost like coming back to reason for something or getting, yes, okay. So yeah, coming back to reason on something that was difficult, that you were disappointed in. But focus on what you have, focus on your assets, focus on the positive, even if something has ended or something was difficult to deal with or something really disappointed you. You're stepping away from those emotions. You're stepping away from something that has probably been safe for you for a while emotionally, but you're stepping away for something that is more important for you. And again, with the support of your family, celebrated with your family or celebrating with your family, and a whole new adventure with the Fool. Time to step into a new energy. Time to step into a new energy. Time to step into a new energy. Getting out of those obligations. It's freedom for you. It's really liberating for you. But it's almost like it's time to rethink assumptions, right? Things that you thought were going to happen or things that, you know, seemed logical, and now you know that you can trust, or now you know that you no longer want to be part of that energy, or you no longer trust them, or you don't know, right? You're stepping into something new, but you're stepping away. You're stepping away from that energy. Emotional energy can be with family, doesn't have to be, but it's certainly something that has disappointed you. Be open to new. Be open to new, yet mindful, right? It's not about blind optimism. It's not about, right, overshadowing wisdom. Wisdom is important, but balance really comes from listening to your intuition and not being, and accepting flexibility, accepting the unknown, and trusting yourself on this new energy and this new adventure. Definitely getting yourself out of difficulties or the difficulties of the mindset and the disappointment here. One more card on this Fool here for Alta, and then we're going to move on. One more card on this Fool, please. Yes, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or this is regarding money. And then there we go. There we have the World card coming together in this new cycle. Definitely a new cycle here. It's, you know what it feels like? It feels like you have understood something, integrated, mastered it, right? Like full circle. like through experience, completing something through learning, through experience. This has been an experience for you. And all your thoughts sort of coming together in a clear way, in a better understanding of the situation. So now you can move on to the big picture, a new goal, stepping away from those emotions, the people, the whatever has disappointed you. um, you have an idea, or you have that goal in your mind, and this goal has traveled. You've questioned, you've tried to figure it out, you've learned all of this, and now you've integrated it. So now it's going to be part of something bigger. You're moving into a bigger energy, a bolder, not bolder, a bigger energy, the big picture, right? A new goal, and not keeping in that same emotional energy attachment to things that maybe, weren't enough for you anymore, or not serving you anymore, right? And so now you're seeing your place or your purpose in a greater pattern. And it can be socially, because this can be a friend that disappointed you. It can be professionally, it can be culturally, it can be any of this. But now you know that your ideas, your energies, your personality, your soul is part of something much larger. So your energy is evolving to a higher level of understanding. So this completion here is, of course, not an end, but just the beginning, to even more, the doorway to this new energy and this new cycle. Beautiful, really, really beautiful reading, Alta. I like this. Now it's really about understanding, and sometimes it's people, emotions, energies, family, friends, coworkers, people, it is with obstacles and challenges that we realize who we are and how we continue to build, and we sort of frame the big picture that we have for our life, our friends, our family, or whatever you're trying to build, whatever the process is to move forward. You're welcome, Alta. You're so welcome. Hi, Linda. How are you? Yes, you can ask a question. So that was Alta. I have Gemma Lee and Linda. I don't know if anybody else came in. I don't know. Oh, Geo. I did see Geo. No, Geo, do you have a question? Yes, you do. Okay. So Geo and then Linda. No. Oh, Linda. Sorry, I'm going to call you Elro, because we have Linda here as well. So Linda's number 4, Geo 5, and Elro 6. Linda 4, Geo 5, and Elro 6. Probably leave it at that. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to do too many readings today because I have to work this afternoon. So Gemma Lee, number 3, 4 Linda, 5 Geo, 6 Elro. All right, so Linda, Sag General, Geo, let me just write your question. Ready and longing for a romantic partner. What do I need to know about one coming in soon? Scorpio. And then Elro, Sag, will I be offered full-time employment by, okay. Will I be offered from SB, SH, or H? SB, SH, or H. Okay. All right. All right, here we go, Gemma Lee. So it's going to be 3, we're at Gemma Lee, 3 for Linda, 5 Geo, 6 Elro. Elro, you're Elro because of Linda, right? So we don't have 2 Lindas. All right, let me focus. You're welcome. You're so welcome, guys. Thank you all for being here. Thought I'd pop in at a different hour. Hi, Carrie. How are you? All right, everybody's sort of trickling in. I don't know if I'm going to go beyond 6. We'll see. We'll see. I really came in here for everyone that wasn't able to get a reading yesterday because there was a lot of people yesterday. I did 13 readings. That's a lot. So I wanted, this is sort of a catch up for anybody that didn't get one yesterday. So I know Linda wasn't able to get a reading yesterday. I don't think Geo got a reading yesterday. All right, so here we go. And I don't know if Carrie, did you get a reading? All right, let me focus on Gemma Lee. Let me focus on Gemma Lee. All right, Gemma Lee, it's an interesting question. Is my pending court case delaying my ability to bring in that job? Interesting question. All right, is my court case, yeah, it's definitely weighing on your shoulders. You're almost there, almost there. All right, is my court case delaying my job from coming in? Is my court case delaying my job from coming in? Is my court case delaying my job for coming in? I'll be back Friday, guys, okay? So for anybody, this is going to be a short reading. I already have 6 readings, so I'll probably leave it at that. Maybe one more, but I'll probably leave it at that. But I'll be back Friday, guys, okay? And this is really especially for the people that weren't able to get a reading yesterday. And also, I will probably, starting next week, be doing alphabetical, you know, you guys, depending on your initial, your handle initial, you'll probably get readings at different days, and I'll rotate just so, you know, I'm not 3 or 4 hours live, and everybody that is available that really wants a reading will be able to get a reading. I'll try to continue 3 times a week, but I'm not sure of the timings. Sunday's gonna stay Sunday, right? Probably Friday as well in the evening, but Mondays, I don't know, it'll probably be midday like today. So I'm trying to do different hours so you will be able to get a reading at one point. Okay, here we go. Here we go for Gemma Lee. Is Gemma Lee's court case delaying her ability to get a job? Is Gemma Lee's court case energy, right, delaying her ability to get a job. Yeah, I can see here delays, still stuck. It's emotional. It's a lot of listening to stuff. It's you know, there's a lot of emotion there. There's a lot of emotion, but you have the world card, so it's ending soon. Yes, there's a battle. There's a battle of power, of ego. It's all about ego here. All about ego. And it's much more about ego and power than about fairness. Everybody's in there. Well, whoever it is can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I'm going to pull a card on this. So everybody's in their ego. You're stressed, but you do have the world, which tells me that there's a completion soon. There's an end of a cycle soon. And it feels like it's going to be successful. But we still have the delays here with the Hangman. And the Hangman also tells me that sometimes the result or the ending or the solution or the answer might come with sacrifice, right? So you might have to shift and change and take a new perspective on things for it to be able to move forward. All right, so let's pull a card on this King of Swords. Who is this King of Swords here? Aries, Leo, Sag. Who is this King of Swords? I do feel like, first of all, it's stressing you. And second of all, there's a lot of ego power there. And so it's a lot of energy spent, not about fairness, but about ego, basically, and power with this Five of Swords. Yeah, there's manipulation. There's manipulation. There's dishonesty. So what do we have with this King of Swords? Because I feel like there's an authority here. So as much as there's manipulation and sort of dishonesty, I do feel like there's someone here that does want the truth, that does want fairness, that is an authority, right? This is an authority here. It can be a judge. It can be someone that is, you know, trying to find strategies, but they're all based on clarity and truth. The King of Swords is about truth and honesty and integrity. So even though there's manipulation, there's someone there that is about fairness and honesty and integrity. So let's see what this King of Swords is all about. So yes, this is what is coming out. So I do feel like all of this is weighing, you know, taking up a lot of energy in your space, in your personal space. But we do have the World card. So I feel like this cycle is going to be over pretty soon. Who is this King of Swords, please? Who is this King of Swords? Who is this King of Swords here for Gemma? Who is this King of Swords? But we're still in the delays. We're still stuck. Just make sure you listen to this person. Who is this King of Swords here for Gemma? Yeah, there's Page of Cups. I like that. Okay. Page of Cups. They have empathy. Or there's an offer coming in. Page is all about pages. Is there an offer coming in? Sort of a young energy. Okay. All right. I feel like there's an offer. I feel like there's something coming in. There's energy here. Maybe there are younger people around this authority here that have this energy, I feel like um, there's a certain innocence there, you know, of this is unfair, but there's a certain innocence in wanting to, how can I explain that? It feels like a younger energy. It feels like this person is surrounded by young people with these pages. Page of Cups, Page of Wands. There's beginner's mind, right? There are people surrounding this person, young people, beginner's mind. They're very committed, but it's slow. It's slow. You have the Nine of Cups, which tells me that there is this contentment from clarity. You're going to find contentment with clarity. It's taking its time. They're committed, they're strategizing, they're planning, they're trying to figure it out, but it's a slow movement forward. And I feel like there are young people around this authority here to help them out. I feel like there's a decision here where you're going to be happy with clarity. There's whatever you desire, whatever this answer you're looking for, this clarity you're looking for, you will get it, but it's slow moving. It's really, really slow moving. And it does feel like this energy takes up or monopolizes most of the space in your environment right now. That's what I have for you today, Gemily. All right, let's move on to Linda, Sag, General. So I have Linda, Geo, and Elro, and I'll probably leave it at that because I don't want to stay long too much. I have to work. Oh, hi, Kevin. Let me just go back. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Caroline. Hi, Carrie. Yeah. All right. So you're welcome, Gemma. Yeah, I'm already at an hour, so I'm probably going to leave it at that. All right. I don't want to be on too long. All right. And I'll be back Friday, guys. Okay. Hi, Kevin. Might be. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Kevin. Let me go to 6 and I'll see if I can add one more on, right? I don't know. Yeah, because I've already been here for an hour. So yeah, I can't stay on too long. All right. Let's move on to Linda, Sagittarius General. Hang out if you want a little bit or come out. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Kevin. I can't answer the question yet. And who did we have? Yeah, same for Caroline, but I don't know if Caroline wanted a reading. But I'll be back Friday, guys, okay? And for anyone watching here, wondering what this is all about or how to get a tarot reading, you can join membership. Put yourself in the chat, join membership, and that'll give you access to a tarot reading. And I will be back Friday. But I also said, oh, Kevin, I don't know if you're still there, but I also probably, I might, because this is the last week where I can do this, I might be here tomorrow or Wednesday, but at noon, midday. So if anyone's interested, I'll probably be back before Friday. Sorry. All right. Here we go, Linda. What do we have for Linda, Sagittarius General? What do we have for Linda, Sagittarius General? Linda, Sagittarius General. What do we have for Linda, Sagittarius General? What do we have for Linda, Sagittarius General? What do we have for Linda? Sagittarius General. Ooh, look at that. Seven of Pentacles and the Sun. Okay, so you've been patiently waiting, considering what went wrong, waiting for the fruits of your labor, waiting for money, waiting for the call, waiting for, are you owed money, or have you been waiting patiently for results or for the money or something like that? You have the Sun, so this is bringing back confidence. Beautiful. Collaborating, teamwork, exciting. Look at this. All this is positive, but I can see that you've been waiting for this money or waiting for something, and that it has been, yeah, that you've been stagnating or feeling stuck. But there are other options. If you felt stuck, feeling it's not going anywhere, not getting the answers, or really there's no solution there and it's very frustrating, just know that there are other options. Oh my goodness, you have beautiful cards, Linda. Beautiful cards. You have the Sun. So this tells me that you're moving into a much much more positive energy and more confident energy, much easier, an easier flow of energy with the people you're working with or collaborating on a project or whatever you're working on, whatever you're trying to build, whatever this is with these people. It's a real boost forward positively, supported by friends, supported or celebrating an event or celebrating finally something starting to build or being able to work together and be productive and make it happen. And these people are, yeah, it's really bringing back harmony for you, your family, stability, emotional stability. It's very, very positive. So I do feel like in your mind you feel stuck. Let's pull some cards on this we're good, right? Yeah. I don't know. It's so, yeah, okay. It's so delayed. All right. I had to check that we were all good. Okay. So why do we have, okay, so we have disappointment or something that ended or something that was going to happen. You're disappointed in a person, in an answer. You are, yeah, sad. So here you are disappointed. Okay, so what are you disappointed in? The money and the answer? What happened? You're disappointed. Why do we have the let me change text. Why do we have the Three of Swords? Why do we have the Three of Swords here? Yeah, about authority. So you're disappointed in, can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, disappointed in authority or someone in control or someone that has authority on something. Okay. But I also feel like there's a sort of truth coming out with this King of Swords. Am I taking all these? Okay. All right. All right. Yep. All right. So we have the King of Swords, Queen of Swords, air energy, a lot of mind, conversations, maybe people wanting to, you want to get the truth or the truth has to come out. There's a lot of conversation, a lot of, and maybe there's even, disagreements or something has to be addressed, something has to be said, something has to be told. Because the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords are all about truth, integrity, authority, but in a fair way. They want to know the truth, or truth has to come out, and conversations and results or resolutions need to be done in a fair way. But it's the mind, right? This is about ideas or conversations or the way people are managing or something like that. within the job, within the community, not the community. These are people you're working with, working, collaborating, business, job, project, whatever it is. Yes, there's a certain truth that has to come out, understanding, and there's a sense of healing, sort of purging. Whatever needs to be said will be said. Clearing the way for a rebirth, for a restart. Understanding that, there's a new beginning here with more emotional stability, more emotional balance, more emotional maturity as well. This is going to sort of stabilize, but what's important is to let go. Let go of control, let go of what's not serving, what's blocking, or the situation, or the lack of communication, not being able to communicate, not being able to get ideas across, not being able to discuss the ideas and come together, because it feels like it's very mental. It feels like it's very mental. So here with the death card is about letting go. The death of a phase, the death of a cycle, or letting go what is blocking, not serving, and letting it go. Let it go. When I say let it go, it doesn't have to be you. It can be everyone together, or other parties, other people within this job, within, coworkers, manager, whatever it is, and if it's a business, because I feel like there are more than one people involved. You're not the only one involved here, but it's the end of a cycle here in something that has been either manipulative, or ideas not coming across or not agreeing, and maybe reaching a stalemate, or just being very, very disappointed in how things are managed or how things are going. There is a learning curve here. So once you consider what went wrong, once you allow yourself to understand and purge and clear, there's a real purging process here of forgiving yourself, forgiving others in whatever misunderstanding it is, or whatever difficulties you're trying to solve, particularly in communication and maybe mind games, I don't know. Once that is done and you sort of let go of that burden and forgive yourself and others, then you're going to really move yourself into a confident, positive way of communicating, very proactive, much easier flow. It makes sense to you. It just feels easy. There you go. You're lifting whatever's going on, you're lifting that. But there has to come a conclusion of letting go. Whatever, and it has to be something where, no use holding a grudge, no use holding on, particularly if it's not in your control. No use hanging on to that, because those negative energies, if you keep hanging on to that and hanging on to resentfulness, or people you don't agree with, or people that, it doesn't mean anybody did anything wrong even. But hanging on to negative energies are not serving. So as difficult it is, and as most of the time people don't want to let go because they feel it was too difficult, or they weren't served, or weren't listened to, or betrayed, or lied to, or whatever it is, right? Whatever the situation is, it is for your benefit to move into something really positive here, and actually celebrating this with the support of your friends and all that, to really move forward into something much more happy and balanced. We do have the Page of Swords, which tells me that you are curious, you're planning, you're learning new, you're curious to learn new, you're asking a lot of questions, and there's a lot of, sorting out and planning to do, but in a very, very good way. You're reaching an emotional stability here in whatever it is that, has sort of blocked you in thinking that there were no other solutions. I'm going to leave it at that. It is a really, really nice reading here. Look at these beautiful cards here. And sometimes, guys, sometimes these readings, when there's something you're waiting for and it's frustrating because it's, you know, you're not really seeing the solutions, sometimes it's uniquely in your mind and uniquely in your soul and your heart, and has nothing to do with anybody else. It's just the frustrations are there, and trying to figure out a way to calm ourselves, to see ourselves in a clearer way, right? And so it puts us in an energy of not seeing things clearly, because we're sort of polluted by all the things that are going on in our heart, in our mind, in our soul. And once we rid ourselves of that, because things happen and we do get betrayed, or we do get lied to, or, you know, there's certain things in our job, in our life that don't go the way we want, and we trusted people or whatever. And you are a Sagittarius, okay. You know, once we realize that, okay, well, that's not going to happen, or okay, I trusted them, and okay, well, all right, then it's a process, right? We have to process that. But look at these beautiful energies moving forward. They're absolutely amazing. The Sun, working with people, celebrating. You have the Sun and the Ten of Cups, which is really happiness and reaching harmony and happiness. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. And you know, yeah, things, sometimes we do have moments where we have to sort of figure things out. Sun is great. Yes, yes. Waiting, disappointed, betrayal. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Okay, there we go. There we go, Linda. Yeah, pretty much. And it's not always, it doesn't always mean that we did something wrong, or, you know, these are things in life that we have to go through and process. And are they fun? No. Do we want them? No. Are they difficult? Yes, yes. But, and it can be a person, a friend, family member, work, anything, right? But if we hang on to it too long, it doesn't serve us anything, right? Particularly if we don't see a solution or a way of communicating. So, yeah. All right, Geo. Moving on to Geo, and then after Geo, I have Elro. I'll keep you posted, Kevin. You're right behind Elro if I have time, okay? And thank you for helping out here. Sunshine, we love sunshine. Hi, Sunshine. But I'll be back. I'll be back. I think I want to come back Wednesday, probably noonish again, okay? All right, here we go, Geo. What do I need to know about love coming in? Oh, I love to read about love. I feel like I don't read about love as much. Maybe I have to open a special love channel. Uniquely love reading. What do you think about that, guys? All right, here we go. Geo, Scorpio. What do they need to know about love coming in? New love coming in, Geo. We all need love, absolutely. It's all about love. But you know, originally this channel was not meant to be money and career. It was meant to be energies, all energies. But it seems that the money and career readings were the readings that spoke to people more, and that's what they were coming to this channel for. And so that's why it became that. But originally it was not made to be money and career. And basically when I do general readings, no one comes, no one watches them. So, or even love readings, no one watches them. So I'd probably have to, yes, I'd probably have to do a specific channel on love readings. All right, here we go, Geo. What do we have for Geo in love? What do we have for Geo coming in love? What do we see in love for Geo? What is the love energies coming in for Geo, please? Geo, Scorpio. What energies do we have coming in love for Geo? Page of Swords, Two of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. What energies do we have in love coming in for Geo? Temperance, one more card, please. And Eight of Wands, one more card. Thank you. Okay. So we have this Page of Swords here, which means maybe you're meeting someone new or learning about someone, but there's sort of like a mental engagement here, or a someone that you know, maybe even that you're working with or that you have spoken to. There's, right, you've already spoken to them, or maybe someone that is there around you, but cautious, someone very, you know, overly cautious. You're learning about someone, or yeah, learning about someone that might be cautious, right? They're not engaging, even though probably you already spoke to them. Then we have this Two of Wands, which, did we already have this conversation? I don't know if we had this reading. There's something that's coming back to me. I don't know if it was with you, Geo. I have this flash that I already read on this energy. I don't know if it was you. All right, doesn't matter. But there's a distance here, and there's a desire at distance. So either you're thinking of someone or someone is thinking of you, but from far away, or, you know, imagining what the connection could become. There's a sort of attraction there, but with hesitation, and so they're not really communicating. This can be someone that you might already know, you know, but on a just friendly or just work or something, you know, basic connection. But then we have the Queen of Pentacles here. Finding. Okay, so this can be someone nurturing, warm, someone that supports emotionally. Oh, someone that's supportive. Okay, supportive emotionally. This can be you. Someone is very nurturing in this dynamic. Someone is very emotionally nurturing, but also nurturing in a way where they like to help people, guide people, you know, sort of usher people and help them out, like a very warm, nurturing energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be that. But the Queen of Pentacles is a beautiful friend to have, to sort of be there, guide you, help you out. But we have this Temperance card. So it's slow moving. This is slow moving. Everything in moderation, right? But there, it seems to me that there's still, for you, a little healing to find emotional balance and to attract healthy love and healthy relationships. So there's still a little healing to go on here. So just everything moving in a slow pace, to connect with someone where you can have this mutual care, this peace, this everything in moderation, and align yourself with someone in a calm way. You are a Scorpio. Okay, well, Scorpio, not easy, right? Not easy to please. And so this is about accepting to be there for the other and caring for that other person the same way you care for yourself, in that mutual coming, attracting that healthy love and healing to bring in or find emotional balance. And then we have this eight of swords, where I feel like there's sun communication here. Expect sun communication, expect sun action here. There's messages coming in, definitely messages coming in. There's sort of all of a sudden, once you've healed, once you're balanced emotionally to attract this person and ready to attract someone that you will care for on a balanced energy, right? That mutual care, which sometimes Scorpio sort of dives into things, and things can get very rapidly complicated because they're overly complicated and overly analyzed, and sort of dive into passion or dive into other people's energies quite rapidly, and sometimes it scares people off. That's why it's important to just keep that balance, keep that emotional balance. But I feel like there are messages here coming in. There's sun move here. There's a quick move in a relationship, or again, it's sort of like all of a sudden there's a whirlwind. All of a sudden there's messages. All of a sudden it goes very quickly, and you're sort of diving into something. Patience, moderation. That's I'm laughing because the energies I'm feeling, like, oh my God, passion. Here we go. Messages flying all the time. That thing that Scorpio sometimes has, and then, but it's all or nothing, right? It's all or nothing. Tame. What do we have with the Three of Wands? The Three of Wands, right? It's already longing, anticipating, waiting, right? Waiting for this person to come in, and waiting for something promising. But it's also, wanting it to come in, and wanting it to be passion, and wanting it to come quickly. No, allow everything to come in due time. Patience. No, this is new. Geo. This is new. So I feel like, yes, there's something coming in, but take your time. Everything with balance. Ah. Yes, it's making me laugh too. It's like you want it, and it's passionate, and a lot of texting, a lot going on, diving deep and all that. But then everybody's like, wait a second. No. So this person, to bringing in this loving energy, you have to have this balance of caring and nurturing at the same time, not dominating, not controlling, not passion, but first just accepting something to come in a very balanced way. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. Oh, it cracks me up. I mean, it's not funny, but yeah, it's funny. I know Scorpios, so Scorpios, all or nothing. There's no lame, there's no boring relationship with a Scorpio, that's for sure. All right, that was Geo. Moving on to Elro. That was funny. Oh my goodness. All right, well, there you go. Always. Yeah, it's funny. You know. And then some people don't believe in the zodiac signs and the zodiac energies, but honestly, I have to say it's there. It's there. So, well, come back again, Gio. We'll try to figure out who this person is. Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's see who's coming in. But there's definitely something coming in, but please don't jump the gun, right? All right, let's see what we have for Elro. All right, Elro. Will I be offered a full-time job from... Okay, so I'm going to do SB, SH, and H. Okay, got it. Let me just shuffle the cards so I can pick from different decks. All right, let's see what we have here. Then I'm going to shuffle the two other decks to be able to give you a clear energy, Linda. Kevin and who did I see? Doc Ron, Kevin. Right, I don't know if anybody else came in. I don't think I'm going to go further than 6 because I have to work. I have to go to work, so probably I'm going to leave it at 6. I mean, I'll leave it after Elro. I'm going to close the session, but I'll be back probably tomorrow or Wednesday at the same time, guys, though, okay? It's going to be at noon or 1-ish, okay? Midday Eastern Standard Time, okay? Just so you know, for the ones that really want to come in or want a reading, just giving you a heads up that it's probably going to be midday, you know, tomorrow or Wednesday. You'll see the link in the comments. Not in the comments, and whatever that's called now. In the community section. So if you do want a reading, make sure you're there on the early side. Okay, so let me just shuffle this one for Elro. Okay, guys? All right. Yes, put your alarm on. Oh, you're so welcome, Kevin. Thank you everyone for your support. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, put your alarm on. All right, Elro. Let's see what we got. We have SB, SH, and H. Here we go. Thank you, Kevin. Yes, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like, guys. Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. Hit the thumbs up, guys. Listen, everything helps. Everything helps. It sounds silly, but that's the algorithm. That's YouTube. It has nothing to do with us. We just do what we want to do, and then we are not in control of anything. So anything you guys do, everything you do, every comment, every like, every share, in the chat, during the lives, obviously your subscriptions, your memberships, everything counts, and every action makes the channel move out a little more. So yeah, that's how it works. So if you haven't hit the like button yet, go for it. Whether you're in the chat or outside the chat or watching this reading, guys, hit the like button. It really it really helps, guys. It really does. And there's a reason why all these YouTubers say this constantly, because that's how we can develop our channels. And if we don't do it, or if nothing happens, then the channel just stagnates and nothing happens. So thank you for your support, your contribution, and your amazing, amazing energies, guys. Thank you. All right, here we go, Elro. Let's see what we have. Will Elro be offered? Elro, you're Libra? Libra, Elro? Libra? I forgot. Doesn't matter. Here we go. Will Elro be offered a full-time job? I can see things are delayed. Full-time job. Sagittarius. Okay, thank you. Sagittarius. Will Elro be offered a job from SB? So I'm going to do SB, SH, and H. Okay, starting with SB. Will Elro be offered a full-time employment from SB? Will Elro be offered a full-time job from SB? One more, from SB. Okay, now second one, will Elro be offered a full-time job, full-time employment from SH? What are the energies with SH? And then what are the energies with H? Will Elro be offered a full-time job from H? Is there another card that wants to come out for H? No, one card. No, I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay. All right. So let's see, for SB we have beginnings. Beginnings. Okay. All right. So it feels like there's an offer from SB, but you're not interested in that offer. It's not enough for you. You don't like the opportunity, or you feel like it's not enough. So it's not enough money, or not the opportunity you want, or not enough for you, or not not enough for you, or something like that. There is communication though with this Two of Wands. There is communication regarding this offer, but I feel like it's almost, so maybe this is because you would have to relocate. Maybe it is because you would have to, commute or something like that. There is planning, but I feel like it's probably going to be a financial decision that you're going to have to make regarding, expanding. Is this for you? Do you have too much commute, or is it relocating or something like that? And we do have the Four of Swords, which tells me that you'll take a breather after reflection. I don't think so, but there is communication here, and you are considering the offer, but you have to make a decision on that. But it feels like you're disappointed, or you're disengaging with that. All right. Well, what is the next one is SH. What do we have for SH? An offer. What are we going on here? An offer, creative, or joining a project, joining a business, creating. It feels more creative. This feels more creative. Again, beginnings, right? With pages. Pages are all about first steps into something, but you're indecisive, or you don't have all the facts. You're navigating uncertainty, right? You're not quite sure. You're waiting for SH, sorry, that's hard to say. For SH, You're sort of navigating uncertainty, waiting for clarity, waiting for answers. There's a certain confusion about money. Huh. So just fact check and back check. Are things certain or not? You're getting an offer here. It feels like there's a job offer, and it feels like you are determined. Let me pull another card on the moon, because again I see relocating, traveling, right? Possibilities. You're like, this is all willpower here. There's a lot of willpower and determination to move forward on this second one, on this SH. But I have the moon, which tells me that something is uncertain. Okay, so what is the moon about? What do we have on the moon? For you, it feels like you're determined for this. But again, I feel like maybe there is a possibility of relocation. Yeah, again, the Four of Swords. Like, what is the Four of Swords about? Or what? Huh. One more card, please. Nope. One more card on this Ace of Wands. There's definitely an offer there. Aha. Now we have the Three of... I think this is progressing forward. I think that SH is the more probable, but there is uncertainty there. So just make sure you have all the information. It feels like you're much more determined and excited about SH. You're much more in control. You're much more determined in this process. But again, it can be possibly travel, relocation, and all that. You do have financial victory over here. So I feel like there's a certain process where you're going to have to ask questions and clear it the way. Because if you're uncertain or you're not feeling this, unless you clear it, dot your I's, cross your T's, I feel like it's going to move forward, but I feel like there's going to be a moment. So you have the Four of Swords here and the Four of Swords here, which is the rest after the battle, the rest after the obstacles. And so as much as... But there's still an offer remaining here, even when you're trying to figure things out, and maybe you don't trust them in the beginning, or you don't have all the information. Sheer willpower to you and determination to make it happen. You do have the Three of Wands here, which tells me that it is going to progress forward. Not easy though. Clear everything up. Make sure you have a clear understanding of all the facts. It's contracts, negotiation, money, whatever it is. Make sure you know make sure you have all the details. Okay. Now, what do we have on number 3, H? H, we have communication, sudden news on an exchange of money that's fair. Negotiation, that's fair, or exchange of money, that's fair on H. Okay. What is this H here? What is this Six of Pentacles? What is this exchange of money? It's sudden, and you're getting sudden news. Expect news. My nose is itching, so guess we're on to something. Ooh, H. Okay, I'm liking H. I am liking H. It's much clearer than this. These two are fishy. And it's not that they're not honest. It's just that you're not getting everything in a clear way. And that you're sort of taking a break at one point because you're not getting what you want, or you're not getting the answers what you want, or you're not getting all the facts, and it just feels a little, right? So there's definitely offers here, but I feel like H is more structured, it's more established. This can be government, this can be institution, this can be administration or a corporation. Definitely feel that H is something that is more established. There's more authority there. There's more integrity there. There's someone with authority there with this King of Swords. Someone that's gonna, be honest and tell the truth. And it might be, it might be harsh truths, but it's certainly someone with authority. And I feel like with the Magician, it's time maybe that it's time. Well, the Magician always appears when it's time to move forward and move forward on something more structured, more established. I feel like you're signing contracts or you're granting a green light to something. It's fair financially. The offer or the communication that's made to you regarding finances or transaction or whatever is fair. It's going to be balanced and it's going to be fair. And again, we do have this this King of Swords, where there's someone is there that has the control. Someone is master in finances, but again, logical and fair. So this leadership is fair. It can be in legal matters, in contracts. It's fair. There's responsibility there. There's strong ethics there. Where over here, everything's a little blurry. Back and forth, not getting all the facts, not seeing, right here, it's very, very straightforward. And we do have the Hierophant, which tells me that this is much more established, much more ruled and regulated. This is a structure that's very ruled and regulated in a traditional sense. Again, it can be government, it can be institutions, corporate, right? This is a very traditional, ruled and regulated place to work in. Whatever it might mean for you. So I think that's, are you going to go for the corporate route or the more established administration, more structured? That's what it is. All right, that's what I have for you, Elro. So sorry for anybody that didn't get their reading today. I will be here tomorrow or Wednesday. I'll give you a heads up, not to worry. It'll be midday as well, okay? Just like today. It's just easier for me because now I'm amping up my schedule and I have to work, so I can't always do evenings. I have schedules all over the place. You're so welcome, Elro, and thank you for the banana yesterday. Thank you for the banana. I already had my banana. I have to go have lunch before I go to work. So thank you for everything, guys. For anyone that didn't get a reading, join us tomorrow or Wednesday. I'll give you a heads up. Again, thank you for all your wonderful support, and I'll see you right back here. My nose is itchy. Thank you, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.